And we are live. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Forever Rugby on Forever Sports for something a bit different. Our first ever real sort of sevens coverage. We've got the BLITZBOKS taking on USA in just a few minutes for the Dubai Sevens Cup. And if they do go on to win the game, it'll be 18 matches unbeaten by the BLITZBOKS, who are playing some very, very impressive rugby at the moment. Sorry, a little bit late, just trying to sort of the last few things when it comes to the stream. It's been one of those weeks, hasn't it? It's been one of those weeks, one of those years, one of those everythings. But yeah, so we'll be all sorted in just a minute. Just busy sorting out the scoreboard, and then we'll be ready to rock and roll. But yeah, have you guys been watching it? To be honest, if I'm going to be brutally honest, I can't say I've watched the entire tournament. It's been a week from hell. So managed to catch the semi-final, which was very impressive. After going down against Argentina to respond there very nicely, and hopefully we can just get the job done today, and we can start off the new season with a victory. And we play well in Dubai. We've always played well in Dubai. It's always been a tournament where the BLITZBOKS have tended to always manage to find a way to get the result. So I'm hoping that will be the case tonight. And just sorting out a scoreboard. And I thought the USA, I'm kind of hoping they peaked in the semi-final because it was a very impressive comeback up against Fiji. Played some very, very nice rugby. Obviously, Colin Isles. I thought Perry Baker made a big difference when he came on to the park in sort of that stage of the game. I thought it was pretty impressive. So a couple of very good players to watch on both sides today. So it should be a very interesting clash. And then in terms of the plan after this, will we be live for both URC games to come, both Dragons versus Edinburgh, as well as Leinster versus Ulster, which is tonight. So a little bit of an island derby, provincial derby tonight, which will be quite cool. And an interesting test for the depth of Leinster, who are missing quite a few of their sort of big stars, but it's just such a stacked side that they just always look good, don't they? They always look like they've got a world-beating team. Does Leinster, but it should be interesting to see how they cope, and keen to see a couple more players rather than just the Irish international, which we sort of come to know pretty well so far. Right, there we go. We have a scoreboard. Oh, we don't have a card. Who's that, mate? Right, so the road to the final for South Africa. We beat Australia today and then beat Argentina. Give a bit of revenge after the Olympics, which is always good to get. And for the USA, obviously, that big victory against Fiji. If we're looking at previous champions, we won in both 2019, 2017, and 2016. So this is what I'm saying. Dubai is our place. It's like our home tournament where we always just manage to get the result. So let's hope we can do that again today. Let me just get my sound sorted. And unmute. And I'm going to have to mute the... Right, all sorted. Are we ready? Daniel DuPont says, "Go boys, make us proud. Bring the cup home." Vic says, "Hopefully a good game for the BLITZBOKS." BLITZBOKS don't get enough credit. They're outstanding, so proud of them. I mean, they're the most consistent team in the South African rugby. They are always contenders, and it was quite a disappointing Olympic campaign. But there's so much class in this BLITZBOKS side, which just continues to just churn our players. I mean, how often do we see... and actually also going to update our membership because that's up to 37 now, so it's quite cool. But how often do we see players just coming in every new season? And the standard of the BLITZBOKS just never seems to go down. We're just always a very competitive side. Vic says, "Who do you wish was part of the Sevens team who's currently playing 15s?" I'd like to see Sebella Sinatra go back to Sevens, and maybe even Roscoe Speckman. Look, Ross Speckman's currently on the Springbok radar, but is sort of getting on in years. So it'll be nice to see him going back to what made him start. But in terms of starting lineups, we've got them. We've got Impey Visser, Zane Davids. We've got Jason Pretorius, Davids, Alvin Davids, Brown, so is Zwapi starting, as well as Van Wyk. Colin Isles is starting for the States. Perry Baker coming off the bench, so one to watch out when he does. Now I'm bleak. I'm very upset because next weekend we were supposed to be at the Cape Town Sevens, which has obviously been cancelled. which is very, very frustrating and pretty upsetting because I haven't been to Cape Town Sevens yet. So we have plans for some like really cool coverage. We're going to do like crossovers into the stadium. We're going to basically do like all day watch alongs. We're going to run in shifts and stuff like that. We had so much plans and then it all just fell apart. So next year, unfortunately, that's becoming the trend, isn't it? It's just always next year. But yeah, Tim van den Berg. Hi, Steve. I'm a bit late, but congrats on 10K subs. Hopefully, the boss can bring it home for us. Thank you very much, Tim van den Berg. Good to see you back. Rihanna says, I'm so happy I managed to get to the stadium yesterday for the cricket after seeing all the rugby cancelled. I am so jealous. I really wanted to get to the cricket this weekend. Didn't have time yesterday. Supposed to be playing cricket tomorrow, although the weather outside is terrible. Sonata should have never left sevens. I agree. I don't think he'll ever make the box squad. I think, Speckman did do it. But he was the World Sevens Player of the Year. Get back to that. Go have a go. Werner Koch, I think, is operating quite nicely in the 15 circuit. I think somebody like Diamani at Stormers, I think he could be a terrific sevens player. I worry about his physicality when it comes to 15s, but he is a sensational runner. He's got the power, he's got the pace. I think he'd be an outstanding sevens player. More in the mold of like your Warren Whiteleys, your Segan and Notches type players. Randall, smash the button. Let's please all start smashing the like button. Let's see how many people we can get onto the stream, and then hopefully, you guys are going to come join me later because, it was quite a punch to the gut, really, the whole decision with the red list and stuff like that. Obviously, in the grand scheme of things, we're not as badly affected as some people, but no South Africa rugby, no South Africa cricket means there's not as much content for we have to do, so it's a bit of a drop in views and revenue and stuff like that. So it's been quite a stressful sort of last day to try and decide how we're going to be able to continue pumping out content over the next couple of weeks as we now 2 South African matches down. 2 weekends of South African matches down, which are always our biggest videos. So it's a bit frustrating, but we'll try and make it work. We'll find stuff to give you guys. Is Paul going to be involved with the box? He's going to the Sharks. He's going to be the attack coach for the Sharks after the next World Cup next year, which is in Cape Town. So that's something very much I want to try and put on the bucket list and try and get down to. Brett says, big F for COVID, 100%. Musa Bar says, great setup in Stellenbosch. Watch them a few practices. Some high-quality practice games going on, not for the faint-hearted. I think it's one thing that we've gotten very right is our seven structures. They are quality. They really are. And it shows in our results. We've in theory current world champions stuff like that, although it was slightly not sort of this normal format, but we've always been up there, haven't we? I wish Armani would try sevens again. There we go from Vic back into the Armani Sharp. Powell's coaching the Sharks. He is. Kevin says, so disappointed with all cancelling all games this weekend. Hope next year better. There's too much class at outside backs for Snutler in the box squad, 100%. So go and flourish in the sevens. Go and be one of the best sevens players ever. I mean, certainly one of the fastest. I mean, jeepers, that man outside gap is unbelievable. But so the sides for today, we took into a little bit for the USA. Starting is Steve Thomason, Joe Schroeder, Logan Tago, Colin Niles, Fallon Martin Lasefo, and Kevin Williams. The big players to watch off the bench for the USA is obviously Perry Baker. Then for the South Africans, got JC Pretorius, who scored that last try in the semi-finals. Zane Davids, Impey Visser, Siwese Wazapi, Salvin Davids, Ronald Brown, Shilton van Beek, and then off the bench, some very nice players like Branko de Pre, Ryan Oosthuizen, Christy Kobala, Sean Williams, and Tian Pretorius. So it's a very new squad. So to think that it's such a new squad, to be able to get to the final, if they can bring a cut back, it will be a brilliant start for them. Oh, goodness. They should always, like, as a general rule, turn the camera mics on, camera mics off when it comes to the players. I mean, really, we know these chaps can't sing, so don't make them sing. BLITZBOKS. Alongside with his Dubai Sevens Cup final, former England Sevens captain Rob Bickman. Robin, we're being honest, Right, South Africa, 18 matches unbeaten. Well, 17 matches unbeaten. This could be the 18th if they were to get it over the line. Brandon says the thing about our sevens team is we have 7 playmakers on the field. Yeah, 100%. There's just so much talent, and it's not just Sinatra was an out-and-out finisher, but like just across the players, there's just so many players who can make things happen. The Barbarians versus Samoa game, live streamer Steven. I see it was actually cancelled earlier, if I'm not mistaken. I saw the tweet earlier. Hello, everyone. Hope you're well. I like Milo Duplessis. He's a nice player. Musbar says, for one, South Africa leaders in rugby, bomb squad, etc. We have great students of the game. Other countries copy aspects of our play. Long may we have different ways of doing things. Yeah, it's all quite boring, isn't it, if we just did the same thing all the time? And kick off. Here we go. Blitzboks are going to be playing left to right. Salva Davis, the man with the ball in hand. And there he goes. Goes nice and high. That's a very, very nice take out the air. I think that is... it was Targo there. Now Williams around the back. Gives it to Isles. Comes inside. Nice rush defense here by the Blitzboks. Long pass out wide. Work to do here for Pretorius, who reins him in. Gets bounced back and then eventually runs out. It's a nice hit initially on Targo. He's a very big player. It will be a South African put in, so a nice early opportunity here for the Blitzboks. Nice defense there by Pretorius. You can see Targo just wanted to use his physicality and try and run over him, but he rode the hit well initially and then came back and eventually managed to balance him out. Right, so Brown with throwing. Down to Brown. Off to Davids. Van Veek. Run the hands. Suazapi. Oh, he slips as he comes inside. It's been very lethal with that left wing of Suazapi so far, the captain in the tournament. Now working our way back towards the right. Oh, inside there from... Oh, go! Almost Zane Davids over the big man. Pretorius now. Oh, that's gone through the hands. But it's pulled down. There we go. And we're over. It's balanced perfectly. And Ronald Brown has gone over in the first minute. Initially fumbled, but I think almost that actually helped him in the end because the defender rushed up quite quickly. And by the time he regathered, he saw the half gap and he had the pace to just stroll through and say, thank you very much. It's a very nice carry here by Zane Davids. He's just so powerful. Brett says, as boring as it can be seen, the same teams playing over and over. ST and the Posse, Namibia, Zim, and Kenya should just play an impromptu tournament for the next month or so. Funny how we got the biggest 15s team and smallest 7s team. Sullivan Davids, easy on the eyes. You can watch him hold that. Yeah, he makes certain players who make the game look easy. You think of like Cheslin Colby when he plays 15s, and he just makes the game look easy. Sullivan Davids is like that. He's like the South Africans, your Swasco Speckmans. He's just in that sort of class, isn't he? Pretorius there competing, but it's Targo once again, the big man. But we've turned it over on the ground there. It's very, very good work by Fisser. Right now, and the try scorer, Ronald Brown, has just, it's the second time he's dropped it. This time dropped it forward. Frustrating because that was a nice turnover by Fisser, and it would have been nice to have gotten the momentum back there. But it was Van Veek, sorry, not Brown. It was Van Veek who dropped that ball. Gary Gall still coaching America first team coach, or John Mitchell. I think Gary Gall's still over there. I don't know if he's still. I think he is still the coach though, as far as I can remember. First cover of the day. They go on the blind side, a bit of space. There's Zane Davis trying to make up the run. He managed to get the ankle tap there. Pretorius is there. Sullivan Davis managed to make the turnover, and I think a couple of knock-ons there. I think the first one from the USA. Good work there by Zane Davis because he had a lot of ground to make up. Eventually managed to make the ankle tap. And Pretorius was very quickly to dive on him and try and force the turnover there. You look at something like a Zane Davis. He's a big man. He's very much in the old Frankie Horn. in terms of a couple of the big players there. But jeepers me, are they quick? I mean, Sevens players are like the elite athletes. You just got players of all shapes and sizes. They've all got steps on them. They've all got good ball skills. They're all quick. They're all quick off the mark. Right, Van Veek going to Sullivan Davis. He's a bit of space. Down the hill. Shows up. He's going. The captain chips ahead. He's got the pace. He's got Owls on the shoulder. Ooh, and Owls, I think, has kicked it out. I think he's kicked it. His time is up. I think Colin Owls kicked that dead there. I mean, unfortunately, one of the players you don't want to be having a foot race is Colin Owls. So the Swords Up, he was doing very, very well. Ball's already in goal. 22. Right, so it's very, very good defense there with Colin Owls. It'll be a 22 restart from the USA. Here we go, short. Showed up. Try to get around Fisser. So the USA back at the 22. The Sheffer try to add a bit of pace. Now to Colin Owls gets wrapped up quickly. Sawyer Zappi's all over that ball. That'll be a penalty to South Africa. Very nice work there from Al Capitano. Take it quickly. Go to Sullivan Davis. There's a half gap. Decides to go around the player. Still going. Sullivan Davis step away from the one. And then the ball over the top. And thank you very much. JC Pretorius over. I mean, this side is looking... You're making rugby look easy here. I miss Sullivan Davis. Inside, outside. Right, see the gap. He probably almost could have got himself, but unselfishly brings in two players. Ball over the top. Says, thank you very much. We'll see you guys next week. JC Pretorius is over again. So a conversion as well. So 14 points to 0 after 5 minutes. I'm going to change the scoreboard, the clock a little bit. I'm going to count it down just to try and keep up with what's going on the TV there. Thomason was good take there from the Eagles, who brought it down. Solid defense. JC Pretorius though has ripped the ball on the ground. Turnover ball here to the blitz box, and there's space out wide. They run the hands. Sullivan Davis injecting a little bit of pace. You got Van Beek on the inside. He's still going here, Sullivan Davis. Eventually brought down to the ground there. And I think it will be a penalty this day. It was good work by Thomason, who managed to get in a good position there. Right, so you say with the penalty of kick to touch, they haven't found it's not a great touch find. They're just outside 22. So this is the type of area where the Blitzboks want to keep them. I don't think USA have actually been in the Blitzboks half of possession so far. So it's been very, very good work so far from the South Africans. And 10 seconds. Now we're apparently down to 10 seconds. How's that jumped? I thought they were a little bit behind. So according to the clock, we've got, in fact, this is going to be the last play of the half. So we will go into the halftime with a break. And we managed to turn the ball over. Visser's trying to look for a supporter. Comes to Pretorius. Pretorius goes to Van Veek. Inside. Oh, jeepers me. I mean, it's Dumbo defending, but the turn of pace from Ronald Brown is the man. He goes over. And on the halftime, stroke of halftime, 19 points to 0. The Blitzboks leading the USA. How is that for a half? Under the poles as well. See, it's good work there from Zane Davis. I think it's Fisher eventually comes. Jason Pretorius gives it straight to Ronald Brown. Boom. 1. Away from 2. Away from 3. Just the acceleration which just finishes them. I mean, it's not great defending, is it? It's not great defending, but it's some very good work there. And 21-0 at half time. Well, kick to come there from Ronald Brown. Straight down the middle. 21-0 at half time. You've got to think this is pretty much in the bag, don't you? How's that for a half? I mean, this would mean I think we've won like 5 of the last 7 tournaments in Dubai. Renner says, do you see Dale Mitchell, the New Zealand cricketer, as John Mitchell's son? I didn't see that. Steve, I just want to see more of our so-called white players to sidestep, to just run using their rugby penetrate to try and avoid running into men, especially in 15, talking about the backs now. Listen, JC Creel's not going to bring in too many sidesteps, is he? Look, JC Pretoria's got a me step on him here in the sevens, but where they're playing, it's the Dubai tournament. We always start in Dubai, then we come to Cape Town, then we take a bit of a break. No Cape Town this year, though, unfortunately. Keep the Pretoria for JC. Blitzbok already makes sevens look easy. I mean, that was a comfortable half, wasn't it? Looks like they're playing in like the first round, first day, day one, trying to get things up to speed, and we're ready for 21-0 up in the cup final. So it's looking very easy so far. Long may that continue. Kevin says, I'm not a fan of John Mitchell. He very unconsciously, similar to Jake White, kept moving other unions. Yeah, he's not a popular man in the dugout, is he? Craig Morgan says, come on, Blitzbox. US have got no chance. Ultimate Sharpshooter says, SA really making a joke out of sevens. Yeah, I mean, cup final, and they're looking very comfortable. Very, very comfortable. So our schedule for this evening, we will be live again in about 2 hours' time. Probably a little bit less, actually. About an hour and a half, really. Hour and a half puts us at 6:40. Yeah, so about an hour and a half we'll be live for Dragons versus Edinburgh, and then we'll be live tonight for Leicester versus Ulster. I know it's not the South African teams, but especially the international audience, please come keep me company, because the last thing I want to be doing is change 5 people later. No South African rugby. So, well, after this is no South African rugby. So let's try and make a bit of a night of it. Get the beers on ice. Let's have some drinks. It's been a very frustrating week, a very miserable last 48 hours. So let's just sort of drink our sorrows away with hopefully some good rugby later. Right, the last 7 minutes of the Dubai Sevens is underway, and it's a very nice take up there for Selvin Davids. And it's a penalty, early penalty. And our early quick tap there from Shelton van Veek. I haven't seen too much when they get up to JC Pretorius. Pretorius hard running, hard lines. He still goes. Pretorius is eventually brought down. Needs support. No, he's still going. He's still going. He's going all the way. He's got the pace ball inside. JC Pretorius. I mean, Ronald Brown was the man that'll go over, but that is a sensational run from JC Pretorius. He just didn't want to stop. They tried to bring him down. They had 1, 2, 3 goes at him, and it just wasn't happening. And eventually, he almost was the case of did he have the pace? And Logan Togo was bringing him down. He probably might have been able to get there, but why take the chance? We can just pop the ball over the top. Ronald Brown just says, thank you very much. I mean, we're basically November, but it's sporting the moustache there for JC Pretorius. Boom. 1, 2, away from Williams. 3. Yeah, powers the leg drive away from. I mean, jeepers. That's an incredible run. Well, what a story. Ronald Brown is a hat trick in the Dubai Sevens final here, but there's plenty more than that. He was the player of the final in Vancouver. Right, 28-0. Well, Ronald Brown's got a hat trick, but that is brilliant, brilliant work from JC Pretorius. Johannes Oslo STs can't play UFC. What's the point of the tournament? Well, we'll wait and see on what will happen. And hopefully we'll have a bit of an update and red listing things and stuff like that. Kick off there, bounce the side of Zane Davis. So Blitzbox got it back. Selvin Davis now decides to kick and chase himself. He's got the pace. Does he have the bounce? He's got the bounce. I mean, can we just call it off now? Can we just call it off now? I mean, what a shameful performance. How can he come to the final and be 33-0 down with 5 minutes still to go? This could become a cricket score. Get ready to raise the bat here, boys, because the Blitzbox, they are turning up the heat in Dubai, which is impressive given the fact it's like 50 degrees over there. Kick and chase, nobody in behind. The bounce is perfect. He's got the pace. And Selvin Davis is a special, special player. And it's under poles once again. This might be one of the most dominant performances I've ever seen in a cup final. I mean, 35-0, 4 minutes still to play. This is getting ugly. This could get ugly. I mean, it's just everything's working for the Blitzbox. Every single bounce of the ball, every single tackle and stuff like that. I mean, it's a nice follow up there from Zane Davis, who worked really, really hard. A bit of the powerhouse inside the pack. Now USA with a bit of possession. Ball's popped up the back. They've got numbers there. Trying to get around the outside of Van Veek. Penalty to the Blitz, to USA. So decisions to make here. They've got a long way to go there. So tap and go. Give it to Perry Baker, who's onto the field, but doesn't have any room. Sullivan Davis, I think Branko de Pre's come off his line. Bit of space out there for the BLITZBOKS. Right, now he puts his head down. Matsalauta. Thomason now stops. Gets away from the replacement there. That's Tian Pretorius. Eventually brought down by Sullivan Davids. Penalty to the BLITZBOKS. Come on, the boys. Come on, the chaps. As I said at the beginning, I wondered if USA had not left their best performance out there in the semi-final, because they played really, really well to beat Fiji in the semi-final. They came back from behind, and it was a very impressive showing. But at the moment, the BLITZBOKS is running circles around them. Sullivan Davids just deciding what should we do. Decides, no, let's go to the left here. Oh, Pretorius is going himself. He's almost gone through. Coming inside, looking for a bit of support. St. David's. Right, on the hand. Sullivan Davids. There's numbers here. He gives to Branko de Pre. So much experience. Oh, inside step there as well. Still going, Branko de Pre. Still going. Can he get to the try line? No, just short. Just need. I reckon if we can get the ball back out here, it could be tried. Penalty to the USA. Playing the ball on the ground as the call. Really good counter-attack actually on the ground there. And Branko de Pre just 2 meters short. But they've got a long way to go to the USA. It's a really good support play. Now, does somebody have the pace to reel him in? Well, it's good. It's a good support line. The USA will be out. It's well played, to be fair. It's well played. And it's Lucas Lecamp, I think, who's gone over there. Yeah, so again, get yourself a try in the final. It'll mean nothing at all, but and you can see it was the big man, Joe Schroeder, who made the run. He knew he wasn't going to have the pace, so he was just waiting for a run to arrive, but eventually it does. Almost looked a little bit forward. But the new man in the park's always going to have plenty of pace, so he managed to get away quite comfortably. But the game's over, isn't it? 35 points to 5. And 35 points to 7. Right, well, a minute left, and the BLITZBOKS will be Dubai champions. It's been pretty comfortable, hasn't it? Right, so the restart is gathered by Branko de Pre. Mr. Experience, knocked backwards is the call. BLITZBOKS eventually trying to get him off the ground. Krabala. So he's Rugby looking to try and straighten the captain. Eventually brought down. Quick recycle. Zane Davids is nicely to cut inside. Get it back towards the supporters. Sorry, it wasn't Zane Davids, actually. They've got numbers. So he's Rugby decides to go himself straight. Good old shakes. Zane Davids. Oh, he's been a funny gap. Zane Davids. The long pass out wide. Goes to Ronald Brown. He's got the pace to get around, and this could be 4. No, sorry, it's Van Veek inside. Well, there we go. And Sean Williams off the bench will just round off what has been a pretty 5-star performance. 40 points to 7. As a beating, hey. You've played 14 minutes of rugby, and you've had 40 points put on you in the cup final. Not serious. Not serious. TRX Gaming says, what a beating. USA don't play rugby. Who did they beat? They beat Fiji, yeah. They played well as well. They deserve to beat Fiji. Hudube says, BLITZBOKS are the best sevens in my 7 side in my view. Best pool of talent and players. That's why it's raining so much. Christ says, how is the African media taking this new COVID ban? Big limitations in the Rainbow Cup. Yeah, look, we're fuming. We are fuming. As a country, as a thing, we are not happy with what's happened with the UK. They've really just sold us down the river, to be honest. And the EU and the USA. That's bullshit, and we're not happy. We're not happy at all. But anyway, what we are happy with is that BLITZBOKS are the Dubai champions. 40 points to 7. What an absolutely brilliant performance. It looked so easy, but it's looked pretty easy the entire tournament. And the BLITZBOKS, well, that's the perfect start to the new season. They're off with a title. The tournament that we like the most. We just don't lose in Dubai. I mean, we've lost 2 in the last 7 years, I think it is. We actually haven't lost. We haven't won the Dubai 7. So it's one of our favorite places to go play rugby and get results, and we've done that. So there we go. I'll be back with you guys in less than an hour and a half. We've got Dragons versus Edinburgh, and then we've got Leinster versus Ulster. So a bit of a short stream over here, just a young half an hour to watch the BLITZBOKS steamroll USA. 164 people had voted earlier and had said the BLITZBOKS were going to win. So, I mean, we predicted it. But I'll see you guys very soon for some longer, hopefully a bit closer games a bit later. Thank you very much. Please do smash like on the video and subscribe on the way out. And I'll see you guys all in a little bit.